Hello friends, it is Jenny here with Gardening with Creekside. Hope you're having a great day. It is time for our weekly nursery tour slash update. If you are anywhere in the South, heck, anywhere in the country, this week has been very wet and rainy, and today was no exception. But alas, it ended with the rain ending and gorgeous color arriving. We got another delivery from 4-Star Greenhouses up in Michigan. So a big shout out and thank you to Erica for hooking us up with lots of gorgeous color. So we're gonna walk through and show you all the beautiful annual color that we got today, because you local people have just wiped us out, which is a great thing. So we needed to restock. So we've got a lot of great things with that. Also, we just did a video on aquapots. We have 5 pallets of new shipment of aquapots coming in the next week or so soon. We'll let you know. Stay tuned to social media. We'll let you know when they come in. Those of you that have pre-ordered, awesome. But we got lots of things to fill in those aquapots with. So I'm just going to go through all these things out here that I'm going to show you are annuals. So just kind of keep that in mind. I will try to talk slow, and we'll try to show tags, because I know a bunch of you have been asking for me to slow down and to show tags. So I will try to do my best. First of all, we'll just start on this side. We do have a few of the sun-credible sunflowers. These we've grown. We have these. This is brand new from Proven Winners this year. Let me show you the tag. So if you're not local, you know what I'm talking about. So sun-credible is a re-blooming sunflower. We previewed this last year and it is just simply amazing. It does best in the landscape though, because it will get, in our landscape, it was like a 4x4 foot bush practically. But it does these, it will just be covered in these great blooms from now all the way to a hard freeze. So sun-credibles, we have the brand new this year, new introduction of the Vista series, Snowdrift. If you have seen my wheelbarrow that's planted over there by the bridge, this is what that white petunia is the Snowdrift. The Vista series is the most vigorous of all the petunias, and this is a pure white one. Of course, it does the full sun. It's fantastic. Its sister is, of course, the classic, the one, the only bubblegum. I know a bunch of you were asking about bubblegums. They are here. We have them. They're gorgeous. Bubblegums are those hanging baskets that we planted in the bank. So that massive hanging basket, and I planted it in the bank. That's what that is. We have Bordeaux. Bordeaux is another, it's not a Vista, but it is a super petunia rather. This is what I planted in our little corner bed at the front of our house. We did a video on that one also. So Bordeaux is a fantastic annual petunia. And then the Picassos. Oh my word, y'all. The Picassos in purple are some of the most unique, gorgeous, stunning petunias ever. We have a great customer of ours, and she had taken a hanging basket and put it in this big giant white container. We were over there this week and it was just simply magnificent. So remember, all super petunias can go into the ground. They do great hanging baskets, containers, and the ground. So super petunias, they like it wet. They can handle it, especially in our clay soil that we have here in the Piedmont of North Carolina. So you can stick these bad boys in the ground and they will do wonderfully. We also got, let me find you the right one here. This great verbena. Now this is whiteout. Whiteout is, again, a pure white bloom. It's a verbena, loves the hot sun. The whiteout is one of the most vigorous spreaders. So this is nice and controlled right now, but it will spread big time. Does great in the landscape and containers. Really, really pretty. Love this one. The White Knight, the Sweet Alyssum, all of their alyssums are fantastic. They have this really sweet, delicate smell. I love them. I've done hanging baskets, containers. So the White Knight Alyssum is here. Lantana I mean, if you've got a hot space, lantana is great. So we've got both the citrus blend, and then I have a yellow one too, but it's in a different spot. So these are in quarts. I have them in gallons. Also, here we go, folks. All of you who've been wanting the lemon coral sedum, we have it in quarts and gallons. For us, because we are in North Carolina, a zone 7B, lemon coral will be a perennial for us. It is a perennial in zones 7 and above. So lemon coral is great. Of course, we have all the grasses, the fireworks, the purple fountain grass, the Prince Tut. Love Prince Tut. It's fantastic. We're coming over here to all the new color. Royal Velvet. Now these are in gallons. This Royal Velvet is in a gallon. It is a petunia. Again, does great in landscape containers, hanging baskets, but the color on that is just so rich. It truly does look like velvet. My mama was here helping us unload and put the plants out, and she says, it really looks like velvet. And it does. Like, you want to touch it and think it has like a fuzzy feel, but it really doesn't. Then of course, that's the lemon coral again that I was telling you. It's in gallons. So just massive lemon color. It's great. Come over here. All sorts of portulaca. We have sold out of portulaca because let me tell you, you people love some portulaca. So it's back in stock now. We have the pink, the red, and the yellow. So again, portulaca, it is an annual. Right now it is not blooming. And it's interesting with the portulaca, but the blooms open and close with the sun. So you can see there's a little bit of a yellow trying to show, but we also, oh, here we go. We've got a little red popping open. There we go. So it's trying. Portulaca is great if you have an area that's really hot and dry. So the lemon coral sedum does really well in the hot, hot sun. Portulaca blew my mind of Volvulus. It is one of my favorite plants. It is a low growing, has this beautiful blue bloom on it, kind of a silver gray foliage, loves the sun. It's just very, very low maintenance. I mean, it's just like the easiest plant to grow. So we have those, we've got more of that. Then we have some super bells. Super bells or Calibrachoas, million bells, however you want to say it. This is Holy Moly. Holy Moly is a really fun bicolor of the pink and the yellow. So we have Holy Moly. Then we have Holy Cow, which is more pink with a little bit of yellow. And that's the whole Holy series. And then we have the Grape Punch. And Grape Punch is very similar to that Royal Velvet color, but it has a yellow eye to it. So it is great. Beautiful. All right, now the one that has the most flower power out here. Are you ready? Look at this massive, gorgeous bloom on this dahlia. So we got some dahlias, and I'm going to totally butcher this name. So I'm going to let Jerry zoom in on the name here. Castillo. I'm just going to guess on that one. 15 to 18 inches tall. This will make a perfect thriller in a container because of the color, the height. So we have, this is Castillo. Then moving on down here, we have some pinks. This one, let Jerry zoom in on that one. Oh, so pretty. This is Cadena. Again, I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize for me butchering that name. If you will look at that tag. Now, these are 1 gallon containers. So this is not a wimpy, shrimpy. Look at that. That is a nice size plant. Gorgeous. You could just put this in a container all by itself. I mean, you do not even have to add stuff to it. Makes great cut flowers, and it blooms all season long. So it's a continuous bloomer. All sorts of great things. Does best in the container though. So it's not gonna be one that you're really gonna look to be putting in the ground. Then we have a yellow one. I'm not sure on the name on that one. Jerry's getting ahead of me. We have, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard, but we do have honeybees buzzing around here. They are very excited to have all these beautiful flowers. Oh, speaking of, so Jerry, I don't know if you can see right here. So this is Miss Molly. If you can zoom in on that little honeybee, look at that sweet thing. So this is Miss Molly. It is a butterfly bush. Oh, there's another honeybee on this one. So clearly the pollinators love this. It is just a great raspberry colored butterfly bush, 4 to 5 feet tall. Let me show you a tag. I really am trying to do better, y'all. So there's Miss Molly. We love butterfly bushes. Just continuous bloomers, massive flowers, gorgeous. This yellow was Romero. So this is a great one. Again, just that pure yellow. We've got some couple other things. We've got, oh, this is a really fun. Now, you might look at this plant and go, Jenny, you need to water your plants. Well, not really. So this is Cascade White Angelona. Angel face Cascade White. So it is meant to have that drooping texture to it. Love this. I had the pink in a hanging basket with some of that sweet alyssum, that white. But can you imagine doing an all white container, doing this, alyssum, the white verbena? Oh, just have a whole white container. That would be stunning. And if you wanted to do an all white container, then this would be a great one to add as your thriller. So this is still the white Angelona, but it's the super white, which means this is fantastic for large containers or the landscape. So this is that angel face that we all know and love. It's like a snapdragon, but it's the super size. So they're really big. In fact, they can get 30 to 40 inches tall. So if you're looking for a good white thriller, this one would be a fantastic one. All right, let's see. Oh, Vermillionaire. I'm not going to show you Vermillionaire because it's over there. We're going to come over here into the shade, but we've got tons of Vermillionaire. If you remember, we did that video with Proven Winners about Vermillionaire hummingbird attractor. That's a fantastic plant. We got more of those in. Speaking of, remember I was talking about snowdrift, the weekly update on the, look at this, to give you some perspective of how big this thing is. Just loving life. And this is after Monday, Tuesday, like 4 days of rain. So after 4 days of good, hard rain, this container still looks like this. There are some blooms that are on the ground. Some of the petunias look a little bedraggled, but that's all right. Overall, you know, I say she's doing pretty good for getting pounded of rain for 4 days. All right, let's go into the pines. It's so peaceful here, especially after a good rain. And the birds have just been going nuts today. Like they've practically emptied the feeders that I just filled up today. But look at this and listen. It's so quiet. I love it. This is my favorite time over here. It's getting dark, it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's fantastic. All right, speaking of peaceful and quiet and all that, shade. Obviously we're here at the Pines. Shade, this is a great euchera. This is wild rose, primo wild rose. Remember, eucheras, corbels are fantastic for their foliage. This is a perennial, so it does great in the landscape or containers, either one. It only gets to be about 8 to 10 inches tall. They'll do flower spikes, but it's mostly for the foliage. That's why you're growing it. And this is just has this great purple hue to it. Is wonderful, and it will do sun to shade. So depending on your conditions, you can stick it in either of those locations. Then coming over here, back to annuals. So this is our shade annual section. You ready? Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. This is the Rocapuco Double Impatience. There's a whole line of them from Proven Winners. This is the purple. And this is just absolutely beautiful. Did you get that? Sorry. I forget that he has to get a picture of the tag. fantastic. So impatiens are going to be shade. They can handle a little bit of that morning sun. Remember, again, going back to another video, that shade bed garden that I showed you, I don't know, last week, where I was outside of our kitchen, along the side of our kitchen, and I had these, but in rows. And that was, this is the purple. So this is a gallon. So this is a massive container. You can do this just by itself, or you can mix it in with other containers, or you can put it in the ground. So there is purple. This is what I have over there in that shade bed. This is the rose. Look at that. That whole Acapulco series is fantastic. And then brand new this year, we were only able to get one tray of it, but hey, we have it. Orange. So a beautiful orange double impatient. It's fantastic. So whether you've got sun or you've got shade, we now have annual color for you to choose from. All of these plants, if you're getting an aquapot or you're interested in aquapots, all of these would be wonderful to go in there. So stay tuned for our social media post. We'll let you know exactly when they come. But regardless, if you were close by or if you were on the other side of the country, I loved it last week when y'all were telling me where you were from. It was so fantastic. And just jokingly, you know, I said, well, if you're in Washington State, and then we have a friend in Washington State. It was so fantastic. I was like, yay! So thank you for telling us where you are from. I love hearing where Gardening with Creekside is. So thank you for doing that. I hope you're having a great week. Hope you have been inspired with some plants. Get out there to your local nurseries. See what they have coming in. You know, still, this is like prime planting season. So I'm sure they're getting lots of new plants in too. So go find a local retailer. Go see what they have, talk to them. I'm sure they're happy to help you. Come see us if you're here in the Charlotte region of North Carolina. We'll be here, or South Carolina. We have friends all the way from like Greenville and Anderson. For those of you that don't know, that's like an hour and a half away. So big, lots of Clemson fans. We're proudly wearing all of our Tiger gear. We're always going to have on between Jerry and I, it's always going to be a Clemson hat between the two of us. So all of you people in upstate South Carolina, we would love to see you too. Just come straight up the interstate. We're not far at all. But anyway, all that to say, have a great week, have a great weekend, and we will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.